How to Be a Successful Black Man, a book written by Dr. Daniel LaRoche. It's an easy read and a great book for families, kids, grandkids, nieces, and nephews to help give pearls for success. Available for purchase online on Amazon and more. I got mine. Go get yours. Link is in the description. Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
Good move, yeah.
So backstage, nobody came through. The sound crew, man, props, everything was sound equipment. We scanned everything in sound equipment. We looked in the speakers to see if you had a gun in the speakers. So at the end of the day, I told him, I said, man, you owe it not just to your family and yourself, but you owe it to America, man, for them to see real comedy and hear real comedy before it's all over.
Yeah.
And that's what Mrs. Cosby, she agreed with me today. So, that's some of the things that we're working on, man.
Okay.
That's what we're working on. And, man, I don't, he's blind, and if he ever agrees to it, you would have to record something with him because they've never owned a computer or a cell phone, or they have no internet at the house. They have rotary dial phones still.
Wow.
Believe it or not. And so they all business with them is done through fax machine, like a fax machine where you put the roller in it. It's everything at all their homes. Look, man, she just got him direct TV. So it's those type of things, man. But I would love for him to, call in on one of these shows, man, and talk to you guys, man, and just get him back out here because that's the goal right now. My whole thing is the gloves are off, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, the gloves are off. Everything about these women, I'm going to put it out here.
Yeah.
Their background, who they are, what they're
Absolutely.
doing, how many people they slept with, every star. I'm putting it all out here, man. It's not, at the end of the day, it's not me being unprofessional. It's me just stating the truth and the facts.
Absolutely.
That's what we pride ourselves here on this platform about doing. We started this podcast, and right around there is about the time the allegations started coming out on Dr. Cosby. And as much as we loved Dr. Cosby, as much as we've watched his shows with our grandparents and our family, as much as we adored and admired him, we had to pride ourselves on calling it right down the middle, making sure that we gave the true facts about not only what we were hearing, about what we were seeing. And unfortunately, mainstream only gives you one side. Only gives you one side. So when we come on here, we're not trying to disrespect anybody that was victimized ever in any situation. We just want the truth and the other side to be able to have an opportunity to explain themselves. We always have, we always will. That's why we appreciate you. Real quick, just to kind of jump off topic, I want to talk about Jonathan Majors real quick and currently what he's going through. I know you may not know that situation.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with it. It's hey, man, when you think it's not going to happen to you, and you remain on the sidelines and become silent, it happens to you. And a lot of people remain on the sidelines. And I was saying it back in 2017, man. I've been very vocal on saying, look, if you guys allow this to happen to Bill Cosby, now he was a litmus test. And now Jonathan Majors, everybody's dropping you. Everybody's walking away. You've been vilified. And at his age, he hasn't accumulated anything.
Yeah. Right.
So what's the chances and likelihood of us ever seeing a Jonathan Majors project ever again?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Wow.
Because whomever you pissed off, one of the most dangerous words for Black people is no. In slavery, every time the slave said no, he got lynched or burned.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we say no to something we don't agree with what they're doing, they take whatever our livelihood is at that time away. However, if you say no when you see it happening to someone else, then it might not ever get to you. And when you sit on the sidelines and you don't say, hey, I see what they're doing to this guy on here, let's speak out. Will America ever let LeBron James in his old age leave this earth as King James? I don't know. Will they ever let Obama leave this earth as the first president of the United States to be unscathed and leave the White House unscathed? It never happened. He's the first to ever do that. Will they let Michael Jordan leave this earth as your highness and heir? Probably not, because they said we're not going to let Bill Cosby leave as America's dad.
Right.
They create these brands and they put the halo over our head. But then when their children is no different than when you see the melting pot of kids at the playground and their little legs are running around, man, and they're just having fun. But when they get to the age of 10, 11, and 12, and they start liking each other, and they say, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend, check yo, check yes, check no on the box, then you see the separation. Then y'all can't play together anymore because we don't want the melting pot to mix. And that's what these halos that they put over our iconic figures' head, whether it's in sports, politics, entertainment, television, film. Uh, the halo, they realize like, okay, now I spent $1 billion to put it on their head. Now I'm going to spend $1 trillion to tear it down and still make money.
Wow. I was actually telling him, I was like, you know what, man, Jay-Z, he seemed like he's been unscathed. Like at some point in time, I feel like they're gonna try to take him down, man. But what he was able to accomplish, how do you feel about him as well, Jay-Z?
Well, Jay Z is an iconic figure, and
Right.
right now, when you start owning them, you going out buying 200 and some $1 million mansions for your wife.
Yeah.
How do we let him slip through the cracks?
Mm.
You know, you will see the federal government won't become his friend. They're his friend now because you were close to the president of the United States.
Mhm.
And then you decided to become friends with the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, when you shouldn't have because of how they was treating Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
So when they see you cave to them and you give in and you denounce maybe one of your own, you can never say no to them. So it's the minute that Jay-Z says no, as long as Jay-Z if he continues to say yes, but the minute he say no to something that they really want, right now you own too much. You're touting yourself as a billionaire. You and your wife combined is a billionaire.
Hmm.
Okay, but at the end of the day, when we want to teach you a lesson, we strip you of your shows because you can't tour yourself. Look at Kanye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Kanye, you're a billionaire, but we strip you of everything, and we have the ability. Adidas had the ability to go into your bank account and take $78 million.
Crazy.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, think
Yeah.
about it. This is your personal bank account now. There's a such thing as called hacking somebody's account.
Right.
Yeah.
People go to jail because it's a federal offense. So you mean to tell me Adidas, who performed a federal offense, they get away with it? It's because all of these guys, man, they will build you up and build you up. But it's as Mr. Cosby, he told me this, and I never forget it. He's like, Andrew, you want wealth. You don't want to be rich. He said, because Jenny Buss is wealthy. She feeds the team. She flies the team out. When they need new clothing, she clothes the team. Those are her babies.
Mhm.
However, every player on that team is rich because they could tout LeBron as the billionaire, but can he own the team?
Mm.
Can he fly the team from city to city to play a game and not run out of money?
Right.
It's a
The
big
answer,
difference.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes,
the
sir.
answer is no.
No,
Yeah.
no, you can't do it. Michael Jordan is doing it,
Right.
but so are you? See, and what we have to always understand, most of these people are asset rich and cash poor.
Mm.
See, they got the assets, but a lot of them, if you said to them right now, hey, go get me $200 billion or go get me $1 billion right now, can they touch $1 billion at that point in time? they might have to say, "Nah, I got to liquidate some stuff
Right, right.
to get to that billion." And what they have done is like what they did with Mr. Cosby. They try to devalue you so much that when you want to,
We seem to lose you. Oh, you're muted, sir. There you go.
Stay muted.
Oh,
when you want to sell something, they have you locked up and tied up to where nobody will buy what you're selling.
mm,
It's a system, man. They have it so. I remember Mr. Cosby and Mrs. Cosby. They, with all the wealth that they have, at their old age, they started saying, "Well, we're going to live on a fixed income." Now, their fixed income is not our fixed income. So,
Right.
but but he has 400 cars. Mr. Harris would give him a special made Lamborghini wherever he would perform at Harris,
mm,
or a special made Rolls Royce, or whatever color he want. He had he was driving a Porsche with a Ferrari engine in it or something like that. And then
Wow.
he had the first Shelby that Shelby gave him. He had the very first one.
Wow.
Uh, and so had all these smooth, beautiful cars, man. But whenever they might want to do something or buy a art piece of artwork, they just sell a car.
mm.
So you can sell some assets to get some things that you want. But in this world of scandals and allegations, man, they control the banks. We saw with Kanye, they control everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we have to do is start taking our platforms like these. And I saw it happen, man. I made millions and millions of dollars for ABC and Fox, millions selling their shows,
Mm.
millions. And to a point, I said, well, why am I doing it for them? Let me just create the firm and the agency, and then I represent the person who wanted to buy the commercial time, and they got to pay me. The TV station got to pay me 7.5% of what I spend with them.
Mm.
There you go.
So that's the game, how it works. We could all do it, but unless you show someone shows you how to educates you on how to play the game, and that's the problem I have with what we're seeing today with Mr. Cosby. And I want to quote on what something you said, Sam. Yes, because there are women in my family. Bad things have happened to some women out here.
Yes.
We're not out here saying that women haven't faced some horrible things in their life. But uh, I know a victim. I have female friends who have been victim of rape and abuse and everything. But at the end of the day, man, I tell people take the time to read, man, this stuff and read what these women are saying and listen carefully. These are not victims, man. These are just women who want to victimize greed.